Please be advised. Adventures in Initiative may have triggering content for some viewers.
Adventures and Initiative presents VALMIRAH.
Hello, and welcome to VALMIRAH, you beautiful, beautiful listeners. I am Dono the Cleric, aka Dono the DM. Let's jump into it, shall we? Last time, our adventurers decided to follow the hooded individual they found the night before when fighting the mutated pig creature. Which led them to a dive bar outside on the outskirts of the town of Payas called the Dire Bar. They scoped it out for a while, keeping an eye out, but ultimately, when night fell, they closed their doors, which was strange for a bar being at nighttime. They were able to do some recon, but ultimately unable to hear or understand the voices that were understand the language that was being said by the voices or voice inside the bar. Some leaving, going to the tapped keg, doing their job, such as Jary performing, and Merish cooking. Briar joined them as well, where they began to see, or at the end of the night, they began to see guards grow anxious and angry, and one lashing out and attacking Joe, and that starting a skirmish between them. Joe explaining little too late to Merish that not to kill the guards, but instead to capture them as best as possible. One of them getting a hole blown into him through radiant energy from Merish, and the other two being captured through tablecloth being thrown over top of them. And that's where we left off. My players, what would you like to do? Also, Yip is probably a minute away from entering into the door. So, from running,
Yip's
I'll say.
just vibing.
Okay,
like
you did just see
in.
a bunch of people like run out of the bar.
Yeah, Yip's
screaming.
running in. Yip knows that they got friends in there.
Oh God.
And also friends with the tavern owner, so Yip's concerned.
Okay. Merish. Jary, what are you wanting to do?
Gather the scene, kind of look around for injured, try and help him out.
Yeah, that's primarily what Jerry's doing, is just checking and making sure if there's any that he missed when he was trying to heal people during the fight.
So you guys got mostly everybody. Joe comes over and talks to you. Begins to he seems to have a little bit of a worried face on him, but ultimately it's just like, well, we handled the situation as best as we could. We'll see what happens afterwards. We don't know what all this is. It seems to be something corrupting them, but don't touch the bodies if you can. I don't know what this is, but we'll wait for we'll have hopefully one of the people that came running out to go get more guards. We'll see what happens. Till then, and then you guys begin to see Yip run in. Yeah.
Yip.
Oh, welcome, Yip. We seem to have had a little bit of a skirmish. Some of these guards, and you see like these two bodies just kind of underneath of this tablecloth that are tied up in a rope. Right now, their faces covered and unable to move and bound off into the middle of the bar. It's now currently cleared, besides maybe like one drunk person in the corner just sleeping. just had no
Somebody
idea what was going on.
slept through that?
Yep. Listen, it's the end of the night.
Jerry's Jerry's gonna check on him and make sure he's okay.
He's breathing.
Like, make sure he didn't get caught by flying material or anything.
He's breathing. You check on him. It's just some fisherman dude. You can see that he's got burnt skin. He's got like cracked hands, but he's just got a bottle in hand. He's drool coming out of his face.
Sir!
He's got like
Sir!
Mm.
Shakes a little bit. Sir, you gotta go home. This is now
Why?
a crime scene. You gotta go. You slept through a fight, buddy. You should go home. I'm gonna throw you out of the building physically if you don't get up.
I'm even like a princess. Just throws his arms out.
Jerry is gonna pick him up by his collar. I'm assuming this person is not a dwarf and therefore taller.
Yeah. I'll say that
And he's
like
going to drag
half-orc.
him across the floor. Oh, then yeah, I can pick him up, no problem. Unless you want me to roll for it.
Are you gonna throw him? Are you
I'm gonna pick him up
I mean,
and
he's
throw
not
him
helping you
bodily
in
out
any
of the
way.
building. Jerry is grabbing. Jerry's gonna grab this drunk who's slept through this whole fight. He's gonna pick him up and toss him physically from the building.
All right. High or low?
I did only roll a 6, by the way.
No, high or low.
I'm going to say low.
Okay. As you go to toss this individual, them definitely not helping you in any way, making it hard for you. You throw them out, and you unluckily to throw them out the door as the doors also open the other direction with the mayor coming in.
So mayor's it's the double door. So is the mayor coming in one side and I'm tossing this guy the other side?
You're like dragging him from behind. You're not like you forget to look behind.
Oh no,
you.
I'm dragging him by his collar.
Yeah, so you're having to kind of like drag him. So you have the door behind you, and you're just kind of like.
My beard's a little bristly from the fight.
yeah.
Like one of my braids is literally just sticking out because of goop.
And you hear from behind you. It's like, excuse me, what's going on here? I've heard screaming.
3 of your
Oh.
guards turned into monsters. Joe!
Oh yeah, Neville. We seem to have a problem. Something happened from last night. I think there's something more to those monsters than we determined. There's a few things that we noticed about them, but yeah, we were able to save 2 of them, hold them to the side. Luckily, they aren't too well strengthened, but ultimately, one of them ended up attacking me and these 2 fine gentlemen and Briar over there, or that lady over there. They defended me. I was a little too slow on my draw asking them not to take them out, but please understand that I take responsibility. It's not their fault.
We didn't mean to hurt him. I was just trying to stop him.
I was just trying to heal the individual innocents that they harmed. I'll
Yep.
get Jerry's voice at some point. I'm just not in the energy for it.
The mayor looks at him. Hey, all right, I've got a couple guards here. Take the 2 tied up, throw them in a brig. Hopefully we can send somebody from the capital to come down and look at them. Maybe if Dr. Root can help out in some way. And he looks at this body and he just goes, oh, God. He just kind of rubs his face and his eyes and he looks at it and just like, all right, nobody touched this, nobody messes with the body, don't touch them in any way. We don't know what they have on them. Get a tablecloth, cover it up. Joe, I'm sorry to say this, but we're closing the bar for the next couple days. We've got to clean it, make sure everything's okay for you, and anybody that's sleeping here, you got to find a place. Sorry, it's a crime scene. We got to do what we can.
Well, I'll gather my things then.
All right.
Yep.
You can camp with me.
You guys are gonna go camping?
Yip's gonna kind of go up to Merish and Barry and try to tug and try to communicate. Yip,
I-
yip, yip.
Jerry
don't
is
understand.
actually already going up the stairs to get his bags, so...
So, yeah, I'm trying to talk to Merish then.
Okay.
Yip, 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 yip.
You're a cat? Can we fall down the well?
Roll
I don't
Roll an
understand.
insight.
You can.
Roll an insight. See if you can pick up any of this.
Oh, that's right. We have this fancy D&D Beyond. See what? 13.
Nice.
I'm trying to tell you that you can come and sleep over at the brothel.
So
Brothel.
basically, you pick up that you
The
can
children...
that you can hang out with him. He's got a place. Like you can come stay with him. Like he basically puts up a symbol that you understand is like a house, and a home. It's like so you kind of interpret it of
Oh,
Yep,
you
has
didn't have to do
has shelter.
that.
Yip's gonna like shake his head violently, yes, and wants to like get all excited, like sleep over a little kid. Be
Briar, I'm staying with the cat.
all right.
meows in happiness.
She just kind of goes, all right, okay. I think maybe we should stick together and follow with you. How's my Briar impression?
It was really good.
Thank you.
Yeah, kind of catches the I don't know what to do with this crazy kid that Briar has.
Why am I a parent? Without being a parent.
Not what I wanted to do with my life.
I was gonna be
So
that
Jary, you
jerk.
come down with all your stuff. You got a couple cases. Merish, I imagine
Oh no,
you probably.
it's just his backpack and his instruments
Okay.
are strapped over it. He's
All right,
his weapons are back in their sheaths and cleaned.
nice.
He did that really
All right.
quick with a rag.
All right. So you guys begin your trip. Are you all staying at the brothel or what? What's the 411
Jary
there?
has not heard about this idea to go to the brothel yet.
Okay.
Yip,
and is
Yip's only told Merish.
pointedly, like, visibly uncomfortable with the idea, but has no better option. Once he hears
I want
about
to stay
it, so if
with the
somebody wants to bring
cat.
it up.
Hey Jerry, I'm going to stay with Yip here.
Oh, where do you live, Yip?
Yip, yip, yip.
Roll insight, just to make this quick.
Yeah, we'll see if Jary remembers, because he knows where she lived. He was told. I'm rolling like trash. That's a 4!
Yip's got a house somewhere in town.
Oh,
He stays in town.
do you have room for all of us? I'm assuming there's nodding going
Yeah.
on.
Yes, Yip's
Definitely
nodding
nod.
and like is very, very excited and is just like really happy.
Oh, wonderful. I would gladly come and stay, and I'd be more than happy to do some housework or perform or anything to pay for my stay.
Yip's just gonna giggle. Yep. And then start like leading
Player
away.
knowledge versus character knowledge. Player knowledge versus character knowledge.
It's the hardest thing to keep apart, right?
I know how
Yeah.
uncomfortable Jerry's about to be.
Yep.
He's a good boy.
So,
I'm a good dwarf boy. I'm a good dwarf boy.
you guys begin to walk through the town. It's dark, nighttime. It's a quiet night.
I
You
love
begin
how
to hear...
We're released by the mayor before any investigators show up to ask us questions.
Oh, well, you guys are obviously asked questions.
They know where we're gonna be. They
Yeah,
know where
they know where you're gonna be. Yeah, you're in.
They're following.
That's a
Yip,
good point.
like-
Thank you for reminding me. You are informed to just stay within town or stay in. If you do need to go somewhere, inform somebody that they can get a hold of you, etc. Basically, as investigators show up and it is a crime scene. But you basically gave your statement to Joe, and Joe is taking over. You guys are all relatively young within this
Hi,
situation.
Joe. Good luck.
Like,
Sorry
understand
for
that-
all the trouble.
Understand that Joe is like within like his 100 year of being a dwarf, and Jary, you're just
Still
barely
pretty young.
Well, yeah, but you're like what,
Dwarves can live up
35?
to 400.
Yeah.
He's 60. Dwarves hit
Yeah.
adulthood at 50, so he's
Yeah.
pretty young if he's only 100.
Yeah.
We can live like 300-400 years.
Merish is pretty young. Yip is pretty young, and then Briar, I believe,
There's
is even
2
young.
adults and 2 children.
Yep.
Yeah,
guys
like
are
a
all
table at
pretty
Denny's for 2
decently
adults
young.
and 2 children. I swear,
Um,
I swear they're mine. I'm their uncle.
Yip is a young adult.
You guys begin to make it
Yeah, you're
through
not
the
bad.
town. It's relatively quiet. There's nobody actually out and about. Besides maybe like a few people just taking a little bit of a night walk. You hear the sound of the lake and what sounds like little waves crashing against the bay, and it's nice. It's peaceful. You look up, the sky is clear. Besides maybe like a few clouds up there, and you see the stars, the 2 moons up in the sky. Yeah, one is crescent, the other seems to be more of a half.
Seems so strange for such a beautiful place to have such horrible things happening all the time.
After the night we had, and the night we had before, as we're walking through town in the dark, my scales kind of turn a blackish tint. I look visibly nervous.
Okay,
Does Yip notice this?
probably.
Yip's gonna offer Merish his hand for friendship, kind of like the buddy system.
Mm-hmm.
Just happily smile, like, it's okay. It's like, Yip!
Unfortunately, Merish's hands would be full with his staff in one hand and his stuff in the other.
So you grab his staff and you guys just kind of walk together using the staff. You begin to walk down the road.
I can accept that.
It's dirty, or the roads. It's a dirt road, little stone path, kind of outlines it between. And you've come to a very large cabin-like house. It's wood all the way around. It's got a beautiful porch to it. You see curtains on the windows, red, and it says the lake house on it. And it's close to the docks. It's actually where the docks would be, just a little bit off. And it hangs actually just like 10 feet away from the opening of its doors is a wooden dock form with a kind of triangle into what is the lake. And so it kind of hangs into it, but it's on the land itself. So it's raised in a sort of way, but yeah. I hope that kind of explained that for you guys. You enter in, and there is scantily dressed women. They are dressed in a way...
Jary is like eyes covered. Just, oh, I am so sorry. Yep, what are we doing here?
Yep.
Do you
hello?
live here?
Looking for Mama Owen.
Okay, you're easily able to, you know
Jary
exactly
is
what would be at this
literally,
point in time.
he's like
in her
walking
office.
like this
Okay,
with his hand over his face. It's like a
We'll
hand
be
down,
a
hand
roll.
over his face.
Let's see.
Make a perception check with disadvantage.
Oh no, he's not like covering his eyes. He's looking down
know.
and watching feet.
Merish is oogling.
I
I
feel
just
like
rolled
Briar
for it.
would have like slapped her hands over Merish's
Oh, yeah.
eyes.
She's just like got him covered and
Just
trying
doesn't
to...
care. Yip's used to it.
12 on the
Um,
perception check.
You keep yourself
So-
from running into any unwanted
I'm just
area.
like, I'm looking up and I see like ankles and like walls and furniture.
There's women, there's men. It's all over the place, but there doesn't seem to be any clients in the house at this point in time. Or at least if there are clients, they aren't there at the moment, or out and about within the main foyer of the building. You find Miss Owen. She's like, "Oh, hello, Yip. How's it going? What can
Yep. Yep.
Do you have
Yep.
friends?
Yep. Nods his head.
Well, I'll let Doc know that you guys need to share the room and have a few beds brought in with him. How many? Show of fingers. How many do you need?
Yip's
Put
gonna
up.
look, and then puts up 2, or attempts to put up 2, like claws out, like
It'd be 3
3.
because you have Briar with you. Okay. All right. Well, I'll have Doc bring in some. You see, you go and meet with Doc. He grabs the mattresses and all right, let's go. And you guys all get a room set up, and you get some. It's nice blankets, pillows, etc. And you're left to sleep for the night. Do you guys wish to chat, talk, anything, or do you just want to do a long rest?
Yip wants
Going
to
on
like
in
read
this
a little
town.
bit and then go to bed. Like Yip's gonna read and then go to bed.
Yeah, Jerry's just gonna kind of clean all of his stuff and like clean his instruments, just regular daily care stuff, and then he's gonna go to sleep.
Okay.
Well,
And
fine,
what did-
you don't want to talk to me.
Well,
Then...
Oh.
Go ahead.
I think Briar would probably pipe up at some point in time and be like, well, if any of you are interested, I have a thing that I need to do, and I wouldn't mind some company doing it. It's outside of town, so we'd have to.
I love exploring.
Yeah, we'd still be around the lake area. I was given a job to go to this Professor Core on the other side of the lake. Apparently, he is in need of some help. Told to find some help to come with me. If you would be interested.
Well, as long as it doesn't cause problems with the investigation, I don't want to cause problems with the guard. I mean, beyond what we already did. I mean, Merish, you killed a man. Can't hear you, drunk.
I didn't mean to.
I know you didn't mean to, but that's going to be a formative experience for you.
I was just trying to protect everybody.
You did a very good job of it. Thank you.
That's a good thing to do, Merish, to protect people. You don't kill in any other form except for maybe in that. But even then, maybe if you can vent it, and you hear Doc kind of pipe up and he's like, killing ain't nothing. I mean, in all honesty, you don't want to kill all the time, but after you do it a couple of times, you get used to it. Sorry, I know it's a terrible thing to say to a child and to go through, but within this times, it's still an inevitable truth. That's something that you go through.
As we're talking about this, and
horrible.
I know,
and
I know it's horrible, Jary.
As the conversation is going forward, you kind of see Merish kind of start to get upset, and his scales turn yellow, and he just kind of stops talking and just sits there fidgeting with his staff.
But Doc also pipes up with, but it's also important that you give him a chance. It's important to talk things out and try and find peace first. Always important. Every single person I've ever had to throw out of this place, I've always given them the option first to get up and do it themselves. I mean, it's better to let a man or woman or child learn that they have the strength to do it themselves first, and then, if they can't, then you gotta teach them. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yep, you got me.
Yeah, Yip's like agreeing 100%.
It's rough history that we've been through, but we go through it anyway.
Visibly upset as this conversation continues.
I am terribly sorry, Merish. Is there something wrong I've said? Please, let me know. Okay. Well, let me tell you something. It might take you some time to get through this, but understand that you did what needed to be done to protect those that you care about. And that is what is important.
Yep.
And that is honorable. And then if I think that's a good point to end on the night. If anybody wants to add anything else to it, let me know.
Yip would have already hugged Mama Owens goodnight.
Okay, she receives it with open arms, and she says, "I love you, dear. Now, go have fun with your friends. Don't stay up too late.
Yep.
Enjoy yourself, and I'll see you in the morning."
I will say that before he goes to bed, Jary takes the braids and beads out of his beard, and it's like 3 times poofier. If anybody knows, like, when you unbraid hair, just how much it just... So yeah, Jary, you guys get to see Jerry's beard, like...
It's just fro beard.
He just folds it under and puts his head on the pillow.
Groovy. Your beard is a second pillow.
Scratchy.
Yep. All right. You guys take a long rest. You can regain hit points, whatever you need to. You wake up. It is a fresh new day. It is cloudy today. The temperature has dropped at least 10 degrees. It's cooler. The weather's not. It's still decently nice weather. It's not raining in any sort of way. It's just cooler. Anything that you would like to accomplish today?
Yip's gonna wake up and read. Because Yip
Okay.
likes to read. That's like just a natural thing.
A what?
That is just natural. It's like a hobby.
Okay. Roll your intelligence check, because I think that's what you're wanting to do. My ring light's dying.
That's a 19.
That's a 19. Ooh.
Yeah.
You read. You are able to read your spells and remember them, and if you need to switch any out, you are able to do so and learn more.
Yay.
Miss Owens actually would like to talk to you for a moment.
Oh, okay.
Okay. She takes you to the side and says, "Miss dear, my dear, I'd like you to take a moment out of your day at some point in time. I have a gift for you. I've taught you a lot, and it seems as though you are gaining friends. And you seem to have a group here.
Yip nods happily.
And I can't help but hear that you might be going on a little trip. Or at least Doc told me earlier when you woke up and let me know. And she hands you a bag of 50 gold pieces.
Woo!
And she says, I want you to take this and buy yourself a spell of your choice. Or 2, if you need to. And then she hands you a spell book. She says, I want you to continue your studies on your own. I know you struggle, but I know your capability of spellcasting. You're greater than I ever will be. You've picked it up quicker than I have, and I think you're going to know more than I will, eventually.
Yip's just gonna have a huge smile and like really giddy, and it's gonna like take his paws and like just like bat them like against each other a little bit, like overstimulation happiness is going to up hug Mama Owen, like full on like faint.
She takes the hug, and you hear her kind of choked up a little bit, and she just says, you deserve to learn more, and you can always, your lessons will be greater as you grow. Try and find, for now, take what you can and find someone to give your groups the ability to adventure and make mistakes, but try to make your mistakes minimal as possible, or else you're gonna get in trouble.
Yip's gonna nod and then trying in Dwarvish say love, and then be all set.
All right.
You're gonna say the Dwarven word for love.
She says love back in Dwarvish. Says, and she gives you like a kiss on the forehead and says, have fun and come back when you're stronger and better than me.
Yep.
And she gives you a wink. All right.
I'm back now, guys. Sorry.
You're
You're
good.
good.
Anything else that you guys are wanting to do?
Jary is going to take his viol and try and find, because this place has like gardens, right, where there aren't naked people.
As you walk out,
The idea, he's looking for like a quiet place just to practice his instrument for a while, and
people
not
are
be
naked like 24/7 here.
He is still highly uncomfortable, so he is
Okay.
trying to find a place where he can quietly, comfortably practice his instrument.
Okay.
One of them.
Go into a private place and play with your instrument.
I can delete your entire audio track, Drunk.
Then
Merish
it
will
won't make
cease to
sense.
exist.
To change my lighting because it's not dark anymore. Come on, LED, work for me. Work for me, damn it. My LEDs don't
So-
like me. I'm trying to get it to.
I'll say
the
that
sun.
Merish probably had a very rough night of sleep. He didn't sleep much.
Okay.
What would he do? He'd go out and try and cook something. That always calms his nerves.
Okay. You have open area to the kitchen. They gladly take it or allow you to use the kitchen. Come on.
Let's
Jeez.
make breakfast.
Woo!
I think it's being stupid. Whatever. Okay, I guess I'm using blue for the rest of the session because my remote doesn't want to work. So what do you want to cook for breakfast?
Gonna make Belgian waffles with a 21.
Nice. Ooh, you do. That you do. You find a waffle maker or a waffle pan and are able to swiftly switch and move, and you make Belgian waffles for everybody there. You at some point in time probably asked the chicken man for an egg and realized that he is a man. And he goes, oh, Mickey. And you go, oh, sorry, you
Weird.
got chickens in the back. And go and get chickens from the farm in the back. And yeah. All right, you guys have breakfast, you have your long rest, and you're able to leave for the day. What? Anything else that you want to do?
Really, really excited right now.
I don't know.
You don't
I
know?
cook. I have fun. I'm relaxing
cook?
now. Well, I'm watching everyone eat. I'm kind of thinking like a little kid, just
Get your hands on your face, your cheeks are going up.
Yeah.
Your lizard folk cheeks are just. Even
Yip
though you're
with a
mostly, like-
mouthful of food is gonna like look at Merish and try to sign like thank you over and over and over again because can't say yip.
and though my face shows that I'm a little bit relaxed, my scales do have that hint of being upset still. That yellow.
All right. For the sake of brevity, I'm going to have Briar come into the brothel, and she is going to, because I was probably going to do this with her when she came back, but she has papers not allowing you guys to leave the village, an example, and not being able to go and do the errand that she was asked of.
Yep.
She doesn't explain how she got it, but she has it.
I thought we were supposed to stay close to the village.
True.
Yep.
But this is close. I mean, it's not like we can leave from the lake area. There's nothing really around.
Okay, count me in.
Okay. I hate to do so much with another player character's character, but this just oops.
Shut up. Let's see, what other things, what in my notes? We still have to, I gotta discuss some things with you out of game.
Okay. Like, I mean,
The pact I made,
table.
what, with whom I made it with, and all that such.
that I believe doesn't come into. I have a plan for when that comes into play, but
Okay.
that usually doesn't come into play until level 3. So mostly just story and getting to know your guys' characters. Right now.
Just
Yep,
making
it's just
sure.
vibing.
Okay. You guys begin your trip out. Is there anything that you want to pick up before you leave?
No, I have
Okay.
everything with me.
Yip
Okay.
wants to go a quick shop, but if not, it's okay.
Okay. Where do you want to go shopping?
To go get a spell shop.
There is not a specialized magic shop in town.
Yip will be patient then,
Okay.
and Yip will be ready.
Sorry to say that.
Ooh,
I know she
that's
gave you the money. She's just like, buy yourself a spell when you're ready. But you do have a spell book for the spells that you do have. So you have like a specialized book that you can keep all your written down spells
Okay.
in now. I'll say that whatever spells you do know, you don't need to transfer over because you already know them.
Woo!
back.
But like obviously you save them in there and transfer them over time. But yeah, and then when you add anything else, yeah. All right, you guys can begin. What side of the lake do you guys want to go? Do you want to go through the left or the right side of the lake?
Where is this guy's place?
Well,
Is it directly opposite the town?
He's the direct opposite, and it's a 3-day journey.
How fast is it if we charter a boat across the lake?
That's a
Ooh.
good question. I'm not sure.
You gave us money.
I
You
know.
don't expect us to use it?
I
We're not broke
expect you
for
guys to be
once.
creative. Money is creative. Do you guys go to look for a ship?
Yeah, Jary would go down to the docks and just see if there's anybody that can take us
All right.
across the lake.
Are we looking for boating insurance with the general?
The general's not looking for insurance. He's looking for the boat.
All right. So you guys make a investigation check for me. We'll see how good you guys
Gladly.
do.
Nat 1.
Nat 1. You take.
I'm hoping I'm not the only one rolling.
If anybody else wants
And if I take damage on an investigation check, I'm gonna have a
You're not-
problem.
I actually got
You stub your toe.
overstimulated once.
and have a sore. You have a bruise on your toe for the rest of the
I
day.
now have a necrotic disease from a rusty nail.
You take 2 points of necrotic damage.
Merish got a 12.
You got a 12. All right. Merish, through your charming personality, you are able to find yourself the dock warden. I believe that's the correct word. I could be completely wrong. Their name is
Dockmaster.
Dockmaster. Yes. Their name is
Duckmaster? Is that what you just said?
No, I wasn't in the
Dockmaster.
Navy.
Is
The Duckmaster.
is Beatra. She is a. That was the wrong dice to roll. 7. Tiefling. Beatra the Tiefling. She is green skin, black hair, 5'4", and she's well groomed, wears a white coat with black markings on it, and obviously it's dirty, and she doesn't really give two shits about it. But she says, "Oh, hello, how's it going? What can I do for you
Hi.
today?" She has a notebook in her hand, and as she's flipping through it, what can I do for you, little one?
For a boat.
You're looking for a boat? I have a
Yeah.
few for rent, if you wish. What kind of boat are you looking for? Something small that you lot can be able to ride in and
No, these
take?
boats are a lot
Or
bigger
you
than the
want
boats we
someone
had in the
to-
swamp.
Sorry, what was that?
I said, I don't know. These boats are bigger than what we had in the swamp. Jary!
We have small ones
Come
that
here!
have sails
Yeah.
and can
Yeah.
probably man a crew of
Go get
about
'em.
5 to 6 if you want to have a personal one. You've rented. It's only about. It'd be about 5 gold a day if you wanted.
Yeah.
How long are you guys thinking?
Is Jary there?
Yes.
They
guys would
said
all be
3 days.
They said,
days.
was that for a
well-
personal boat or for an actual?
We're
Yeah.
trying to go across the lake. I don't know if any of us actually have skill
guys
with
going-
boats, so it'd be more like chartering.
Completely across the lake or to the island?
Briar, where's this guy live?
I believe it's across the lake. Like on the complete other side. I didn't hear anything about an island. Oh yeah,
There's an island?
Yeah, there's an island in the middle of the lake. It's about a day and a half journeys, but yeah, it's a little one, about 3 miles wide. There's not much there. There's like
How
2
long is it
larger
to get all the way
mountains on it and
across
a
the lake?
waterfall.
Maybe we can
It's
stop
beautiful
at
if
the
you
island
wanna
on the way
look.
back and have a nice picnic.
Yeah, you could
Cook.
totally have a nice picnic there.
No,
Yeah.
but legitimately, how long is it across the lake? Since it's obviously going to be the fastest, since it's a straight line.
It's about a 2 days journey. Well, it's about 3, depending on wind, how much effort you want to put into it. It'd be slightly easier on you and drop your travel time. I want to say you could say it to about 2 days, depending on wind and travel and things. If you have any kind of trouble, it could lengthen it to 2.5. So you could save you a
It
day.
still saves us time.
Yeah.
So you have boats for rent. Are there ships that have like crew who know what they're doing that we could charter?
Usually, yeah, but those are a little more expensive because right now the
How
biggest amount
much?
of money. She flips through her book and she says, the cheapest one I have right now is about 15 gold and 5 silver a day.
For all 4 of us?
Well, just to
Or
rent
is
the
that
boat.
each?
It's just
Well,
to
no,
rent the
I'm
boat,
asking if
to be
there's
able to use it.
crew. Like
Yeah, there's
crew
crew.
that can.
There's crew within it. It's just you got to understand it's the start of the work week right now. It's the most profitable time for them. They're fishing, they're crabbing, they're getting their they're getting their dues right now. So if it was the weekend, it'd be a little bit cheaper.
So Jary is going to take out 100 gold. This should cover us for 6 days. And he's going to count out 100 gold.
Yip's gonna immediately
Alright.
go up to Jary and be like,
Hey, I've got gold too. I can help.
Oh, no, I'll cover this trip. You guys can catch us later.
Oh,
Yip's gonna give you the most smuggish look of make me, and is gonna give you 5 gold coins.
Okay,
all
so
right.
Jary is recounting. So yeah, 100 gold. I think that covers us for 6 days, which should be there and back.
All right. I will find you a ship. Give me a moment to see who's available. Please give me 2 hours. Just sit tight and relax. And she goes off.
Because it was 15 and a half gold per
goddamn
day,
second.
right?
Uh,
Oh, actually,
yeah, 15 and a half gold.
I overpaid. It would
Yes,
be
you did.
93 gold.
yes, you did. But,
So I will take back 7.
Okay. Other names. Let me figure out a ship name really quick, you guys.
Fantasy name generator, I believe, has a ships
I am-
section.
It's a little
Or the
I
chat
am on
could pick it for us.
Yes, the
Do
chat.
I want to
will
trust the
pick it.
chat?
Yes.
Do I want to
Come
let me
on,
trust
let's
the chat?
hear it.
All right, fine. Chat.
Chat.
You have
Chat.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6.
Give him a little time. There's a
Alright,
little
crew
bit of
name.
delay.
There's a delay,
Oh, there is.
and also Chloe's
What do we
trying to
get?
get onto Twitch, so then she can also do the
Oh,
voting
no.
too.
Oh no.
No.
Well, I'm
How about
looking
the
through a
changing
fantasy
tide?
name generator right now.
What about the changing tide? When in
catch
doubt,
up.
gibberish and go to the Shamalama Hababa.
Tubbsy says ood.
Ood, the Ood, the
Ooh,
Ooden board.
the
All right,
Uden
the
boys.
Ooden. You know what? I'm just gonna add the Ooden board. Hello, welcome to the Ooden board. We are the Poolin sailors. How's it going?
You to my blowout.
Toby, we were having you. No, we're not going with boating with Boatface. The internet can die if it wants to try that shit again. And I mean that in absolute pure honesty and hatred.
Someone please write that down. But the name of the boat is the Ooden board.
You're the DM.
I am the
you wrote it
captain.
down.
I am the captain, Sir Ooden. And these are my little lads. This is Oren, this is Ugur, and this is Fred. How's it going? We also have a few others just spread around, but they're mostly just hands. If you need help, let me know. But we'll be happy to sail you to the other side. What can we do for... when would you like to part?
As soon as possible, please. And Briar here can inform you of where we are going.
She
I'm
takes
assuming
her
Briar
down.
has like the little contract.
Yeah, she puts up the contract, shows it, and they say, "Oh, that's very interesting. So you're going to the mansion on the other side of the lake. That's very nice. How's that? How's everybody enjoying my accent right now?"
I love it. And you're
It's a
making
very
me slowly
entertaining.
slip into
You
lyrics,
remind me
so-
of the salesperson in Frozen. Yoo-hoo, huge summer blowout.
We already
Come
made,
on.
dude. We made that joke last year. Just
I know.
when he started
alright.
growing the beard, that's when we started making those jokes.
Mhm. So let's get on away. Who would like to roll? Ooh.
Are we docking
The whole
on?
point of hiring the crew was so that
I
we
know.
wouldn't be responsible for making sure the boat doesn't crash.
I know. Then I... Is anybody wanting to make perception checks, or are you just leaving it up to the crew?
Yip's
and just
gonna be in the
sit and
middle of the
relax.
boat. Yip doesn't
I'm gonna
like
be on the
water.
front watching, just kind of
Okay.
like a awestruck.
Jerry's
I
gonna
don't
kind
like
of be
water.
along the rails somewhere, just enjoying the view.
Alrighty.
We told City Guard we were leaving, right?
Yes. Briar pipes up. It's like, yeah, that's what the paper's for. We were allowed to leave.
21 for
Yeah, but the
perception.
mayor wanted us to directly inform them, not just have the papers. So I
Nice.
wanted to double check.
Well, I got it from the mayor. At
Good.
least his people. You go on your way. 21. You see ocean air. It's darker out. It's not exactly like the clearest skies or anything, but it's nice. It's cool breeze. It's not the heaviest wind at all. And the gentleman says, well, it seems as though we'll have today to sail and tomorrow, and then we'll get there in the middle of the next day. So how are you? Can I get to know you at all? Anything? You'll
Oh,
be here.
quite good. My family runs a circus, you know.
Oh, that's quite interesting.
Merish,
what's
how
your
are
name?
you?
Nice to meet you, Merish. My name is Uden.
Yep.
That's a funny name.
Uden, captain of the Ood. Good choice.
Uden board. The Uden board. Captain of the Uden board. Welcome.
Yip's
what
waving,
race is
but it's,
this?
like, obviously anxious,
That's a
so
good
it's like,
question. I'm going to say he's a water genasi.
Oh, I was gonna say he should be a gnome with that name.
Ooh. couldn't quite understand my parents when they said my name because we were underwater.
So it was more like.
Yes. But as I got older, it clarified. What's Wooden Board? Where the Wooden Board is the chip. I am Wooden. I was born here in Paris, but I've lived here for about 35 years. I've built my own ship and grown my own business. I worked for give me a second, actually, I need to remember.
35 years? God, you're old.
This is true. He works for the East House Fishing Company. I do own my own ship, so they pay me for that. But I also get paid for
Oh,
making...
you're an owner-operator. It's a good career.
It's kind of like a franchise, if you're being honest.
Yep.
It's quite nice.
So I bet you get lots of
try to
tasty fish.
communicate.
Oh, yeah.
Are you normally a charter vessel, or are you more of a fishing vessel? Or do you
More of a
transport
fishing
things?
vessel, as you see, like, fish nets being put up and put away, from the rest of the crew, and they're putting it down to the bottom of the ship. And now here, let me show you where you sleep for the night. And he takes you down into the ship. It's
Fishy
what kind of
smelling.
ship is this? Yeah, it's fishy smelling. You guys are given some hammocks, down in your own small cabin, and you can see like a big open area where the crew sleeps. But you guys are given like a small area, a little 10 by 10 room to sleep in.
Get top hammock.
Yeah.
Yes, it's very nice.
Yip's gonna
Yeah.
try to climb to the top before you do.
Ah,
Roll a dex
Roll for
check,
it.
both of you. Dex check. Go, 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 go.
My
18.
guess is this would be like
14.
a sloop or a ketch.
Aw.
At most, maybe like a caravel or a brigantine. Beyond that, I think it would be too big for the lake.
Yip's gonna try to pick up Merish, so then it's like one of those like just kidding type of things.
So, Merish, you make the
Yip's
top
obviously just child.
bunk. Oh, excuse me. His
It's
voice is
cheer
making my
up the
throat go
child.
weird.
The trick is to put it more in your
Yes.
nose and less in your throat.
Oh, this voice is making my voice go weird. Now I just
What
break
you
it.
want to do is try to
I
go
can't
into
talk to my
your voice
nose.
and try to
You can't
just
talk
speak
through
like
your
you're trying
nose.
to say Swedish.
No, I've got it. I literally can't.
Deviated septum.
I've had a broken nose a couple of times, and my septum's just like this. And so, anytime I talk to my
That's
nose, it's
terrible.
just-
Talk up here in the muzzle.
Oh no! You guys make it through the
I
first
gotta
day.
try to do
no
all my
problem.
voices through my throat.
You guys make it through the first day, no problems at all. Let me look through some things because I had an idea for something that was going to happen, but you guys are taking the ship, so there's something else that can happen.
You're welcome. Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh yeah!
I just had a flash to the first episode of I don't know.
This is a lake,
Mhm.
so jellyfish would not live here because it wouldn't be salt water.
We don't know
Remember,
that.
there's a mixture of fresh and salt water because of the way that the land is made.
It's
Which
a
do you
brine
guys
lake
want? Actually,
or an inland
if you
sea.
want to have a little bit of lore, somebody make a history check.
I'll do it.
Yeah, I won't because I'm not from around here. I wouldn't know jack shit from
Ooh,
here.
that's
King
not bad.
Yip do it too.
17 for Jary.
Never mind.
17 for Jary. All right, so Jary, you understand that the way that the world is made is that it's very interesting because if you think about it, the world, it came from the land being placed on top of the ocean instead of the land coming from the ocean. And so the way that you've been explained it in the past is that there are tunnels underneath of the earth. And so saltwater flows through and around the land, and you're not 100% sure of how it works, but there is fresh water and it filters through the bottom and comes up into the top and makes lakes and rivers and such.
So it's salt water down at the bottom, fresh water at the top.
Yep.
It's a natural desalination process. Okay.
Yeah. It's very
My
interesting
character knowledge is like that doesn't work in physics, or my player knowledge, but my character
It's
knowledge is like,
fantasy.
oh, that's really fucking cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
It's
where I'm at with
fantasy,
it.
my dude.
Science
Minerals.
still has its place in fantasy.
I know, but this is the way that I.
Science has no
Fuck
place
it.
here. I am
Science
God.
exists.
All right. I'm debating on what I want to use because now it's changed a little bit.
I mean, you could choose not to attack us.
I
That'd
know.
be original.
Yes.
That'd
All
be
right.
new.
Who wants to make a perception check for today?
Ooh, I do.
Okay. I'm gonna have Briar do one as well.
Can I? Yeah, okay, never mind. Yee.
Oh, you're
I
good.
said perception. Woo! 13.
13. Very nice. Where is D&D Beyond on my thing? There it is. I'm gonna go to D&D Beyond. Go to my campaigns. And click on Briar.
Oh,
We can look at her queue. Oh yeah, by the way, since you guys took a long rest again, in the RP, would make you guys level 2.
Oh, we got the 13 experience we needed.
Yeah.
Hell
Give
yeah.
me 1 sec while I do that level up because it pretty much doesn't actually do anything for me.
While I'm doing
That's
this,
fine.
you can do that if you want. So roll your hit dice, etc. Hi everybody. We're in the middle of a level up. She has
Guys,
a
I'm past
perception.
10.
She's a +1. Okay.
Remember, you can re-roll ones on hit die.
Yep.
That's not bad.
So you guys see clear skies and such. Oh wait, I got that. You do see what is a kind of larger bird up above you. And at this point in time, you guys are passing and going around the island. And you see what is a few birds up over at the island. Some of them you're not really able to see what size they are.
How high up are they? Just out of curiosity.
Do that perception check. You're not 100% sure. You would imagine above the island itself, because as you pass through it, and on the side that you are passing it, you see a large waterfall coming off of one of the 2 mountains from the island, and you hear, like, from even where you guys are, which is probably about 300 feet away from the island itself, you can hear the rushing of the waterfall splash and such. You also see what is a cove that where you could, if you wanted to, park the boat and explore if you wish. And
Yip just really wants to attack one of the birds.
okay, do you have anything to attack the birds with?
Yip wants to throw a bubble of acid with acid splash at the bird.
How far does acid splash go?
60 feet.
I don't think we're gonna get within
No,
range.
you're definitely not going to make it in that range.
Okay, Yip doesn't know that.
Okay, you go to
Okay,
shoot
that's
the
a
acid,
cantrip.
and it just dissipates into the air and falls onto
Yip's
the.
now sad.
Yeah.
Because Yip looks dead bird.
As you continue through your blah 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 blah, as you continue through your journey, passing the island, and neither one of if Jary or Merish, if you want to take a perception check at the island, you can, but you guys can't really see what kind of
I
trees
will.
or what not are at the island. Briar rolled a 11, by the way.
17.
17.
Yeah, that 5 tells me nothing.
Okay, with
One,
that 17,
that one.
you can see some bamboo trees on the island.
Which I
You
would
don't
just
know if they
as-
completely cover the island, but you can see like rows and rows and rows of bamboo that cover it.
Ooh, bamboo.
Yep.
I'd like to make a staff out of bamboo.
They seem to grow pretty tall.
Can we stop there on the way back?
I still think we should have a picnic. Did anybody
I
bring
can
food?
work.
No, we totally would have brought food.
Yeah.
Ooh,
By the way-
I know. I heard of a recipe once where you take bamboo and you carve it down and seal it with fire and use it as skewers. And you skewer like meat and veggie on it, and then you cook it over a fire.
Kebabs. I like kebabs.
Yeah.
Fish kebabs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds very nice. If you guys wish, we can lay anchor here, and you guys can take a small boat to the island. You do it.
Gosh, but on our way back, maybe.
That's possible.
Perhaps
if
you and the crew would enjoy some time just relaxing on the island.
Maybe. I've never quite been there. Some people avoid it. I don't really know why. It just seems ominous. You know, random island in the middle of a lake. Some people like to make ghost stories about it. Witches and
Yep,
whatnot.
it's now like 100% like intrigues, like ghost.
Yes, ghost stories. Some people say that there's witches that live there. Others say that there's weird creatures. Most people just believe that it's inhabited by monkeys. Because you can hear screeches of them.
Yip is tugging on the closest person to them in the party and is like pointing like interested, like very interested pointing.
We'll stop there on our way back, Yip. We need to go and see this guy that Briar's supposed to talk to.
Alright,
Yeah.
so you guys make it to the next day.
Holy
Make another perception check for the last day.
15.
Also 15.
All right. You guys see.
12.
Let me roll for the weather.
I'm so happy you said roll for the weather. Happy DM noises.
It begins to sprinkle. It's not exactly pouring, but there is this light sprinkle. The wind dies down slightly and makes it a little bit harder. And the captain goes, "I'm sorry, but I have to tell you that we're going to be there a little bit later. But you'll still be there within the time frame."
It still saved us a lot of time and work going around the lake, and we got
This
to
is
enjoy
true.
this beautiful view and meet you and your crew.
Yes,
Yep,
I hope
slightly
you
By the
can.
way,
because
have you
of the
heard of
sprinkle.
insurance?
That we have. We have it on the ship.
Eh,
I have a cousin. His name's Jen. He sells it.
Yeah? That's very nice to know. I thought you had a
If you
pet.
ever need...
Right.
Well, my family
So,
runs the
you were-
circus, but we have cousins that do insurance. They're the Rel
So-
family.
So,
no family.
so either your brother or your father or your mother decided, I'm gonna do a circus, and your brother and your dad's brother or sister decided, I'm going to sell insurance, and
Yep.
the kids, yeah, all right.
We have
I
other
guess
we have
you-
other
you
cousins that
know.
are good accountants. You know,
Ah.
dwarves are good with multiplication.
Makes sense. As we get to this point,
I
I
multiply.
think it's probably a good point for us to take a 5-minute break.
Alrighty.
We've been going for about an hour.
Thank goodness, because I'm broken.
Yeah, you weren't expecting to hear about Jen Rel
I wasn't ready.
and his insurance business.
Thank you for listening and or watching Adventures and Initiative. If you are enjoying our show, please consider giving like, review, or share. Now, back to the action.
And welcome back to VALMIRAH. I hope you didn't mind our break or whatever else. The party is, well, for the sake of brevity, I can't speak. Fuck me.
Brevity.
Brevity. You know what? You
Brevity.
can be my
No,
speech
brevity.
therapist,
You're
you know.
adding an extra R. B-R-E-V-I-E-I-T-Y.
You know what?
Itty. Brevity.
You know what? We can either do
We here
speech
for the sake of
therapy for
brevity.
like
And I digress.
You guys make it to, for the sake of brevity, fuck it, whatever. For the sake of time, you guys make it to the dock. It does take you a little bit longer. It's later in the afternoon. The rain stopped. It's just cloudy. It has the scent of a freshly drizzled bread, whatever. And you guys are at the sandy beach of the other side of the lake. And you can see out, there is a large building that you can see it is stone to be a single story with trees all around it.
All right, Briar, what are we supposed to do now?
She just kind of puts her hand up and she goes, "Just go. He needs help."
Lead the way. You're the one who's supposed to be coming.
Well, shit. Okay.
Yip's gonna follow blindly.
She leads the way up. It goes up a hill. You guys make it to the front of the building. The front of it, there is a small fountain. It is completely shut off at this point. There's no water going through it, and it looks like it's relatively old. Like it hasn't been going for good 10 years. So it's just old. There's large trees about 50 feet high, not taken care of at all. Some of them almost seem like they're dying. And a stone walkway. If anybody wants, you can make a perception check.
Perception
Perception?
is a 9.
No.
Oh,
Natural 20.
Oh, there.
Natural
Jary.
20.
Jary,
Plus,
with that natural
natural 20 plus 2, so.
With that
20,
natural 20,
I don't
you
have
do
access
notice
to that.
that there is a small, what seems to be a grown-over archway through the left-hand side of the trees, where there's a dirt path
Okay.
off the stone
Follow
path.
it.
Okay. You push away some of the trees and begin to walk around or walk into it. It is a cleared dirt path area where the trees have kind of grown away from it, and it takes up to the side of the house. It is a relatively large house. You would imagine something close to what you would think a very rich person would live in. You begin to make your dirt path up. Anything?
What's is it like a Victorian old stone construction style mansion?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it seems to have pillar, kind of slight. What's the words that I want to say? It seems to have 4 towers on the ends of it, even though when you came up into the stone way, there was a walkway all the way into with a large gate that you could see about 100 feet in front of you. There's trees that just litter around it. Some huge, some small, some not all over the place. As you walk towards the left-hand side of this building, there are many small windows, and they seem to go one after the other. They're probably about a foot wide, 2 feet tall, and they come about 5 feet off the ground. The walkway is about 100. No, not 100 feet. Would it be 100 feet? Yeah, about 100 feet in length. As you come around back way, and you can see a more open space where you see where the roof is actually torn away, and you can see steam coming from the back.
Well, it doesn't look good.
There is a door that you can see. It is closed at the moment.
Can Yip knock on the door?
Okay.
Yip just wants to go up and go.
Go. Okay, you
This
knock
place
on the
is
door.
creepy.
There is no response.
Yep. You're gonna do it again.
You knock again.
Ow. Still no response?
Yeah.
After like a couple minutes of just kind of waiting, Jerry's gonna try the door handle and see if it's unlocked.
Okay. You try the door handle. The door, you hear the locks release, and door swings open.
Does it look like, just peering into the interior, not actually stepping in yet, does it look like it's dusty? Does it look like it's well like occupied, like people are moving through the area all the time? Like what am I seeing, and do I need to roll perception?
Make a perception check for me.
That's a 9.
Okay. You can see some tables and chairs. It seems to be like an outside kind of patio area. And
Oh, like an enclosed glass
Mud
patio.
room.
yeah, but it's all stone, but like the roof is gone. So it's like privatized out.
Oh, like an enclosed courtyard.
Yeah. But
Okay,
it's
okay,
like
yeah.
it's stone floor, so and the floor doesn't seem to be dirty. You don't hear anybody, you don't see anybody. Just from peering in through the door, like you open it up and you can look in. That's what you see.
Is this the end of the building where there was steam coming out, or is that the other end?
If you want to poke your head in and look around, that's a different story. But this is like you opening up the door and just looking inside.
No. That's what I had meant initially.
Okay.
Was like without actually stepping in, he's just kind of peering through the door and kind of leaning in.
To your left, you see what seems to be with a 9. I'm not going to quite give it to you, but like the steam seems to be coming to the left, coming from the left.
Some kind of apparatus or something that is producing steam.
Yeah.
That's not very clear to me. Okay.
It is.
Jerry's
also
gonna look
off
at the
our
rest of the
website.
group. Jerry's just gonna look at the rest of the group, like, just like.
Merish is
should-
gonna
what should we
shrug
do?
and walk in.
Okay.
Yip's gonna
And you
follow
trip
behind
the
Merish.
you trip the like cannon that's above the door.
As you
or
go to
something.
step in, your footsteps begin to echo as the sound
Well, you're
bounces
go.
off
Yip's
your
gonna
head.
follow.
Your footsteps begin to echo as well as you guys all begin to step inside, and you look off to the side, or you look off, and you get a closer look at what is causing the steam, and it is essentially a large pool, and it seems to have like this type of glass that is about 2 feet higher above, is about 20 feet wide, or 20 feet in length, with 10 feet in width.
So it's a steaming vat, essentially.
Yeah, it's just hot water.
That's a very interesting and very
It's
hot
completely,
vat.
it's completely clear.
Is
There's
there
a,
like an actual door from this space? Like, did we just come in through the guy's backyard, or did we come in through the front door?
You came in. You ascent through your thought process. You came in through the backyard.
Okay.
There is a door, from the glass, that you could probably walk through, and if you wanted to go into, and it looks like a pool.
I meant for the house. Like, is there a door from this space into the actual house?
You see a door to the right of the room. This room, it's littered with 3 tables, a few chairs, not at each table, and there's some decorative plants that seem to be dead and unkept.
I don't think anyone's home, guys.
Jary is gonna take 10 minutes, and since I just got this spell, I'm going to ritual cast Detect Magic.
Ooh.
Okay. Give me a second as I look up the description. I know.
I can just read it. I have it
Okay.
already pulled up, so I can just read it to you.
All right.
For the duration, you sense the presence of magic within 30 feet of you. If you sense magic in this way, you can use your action to see a faint aura around any visible creature or object in the area that bears magic, and you learn the school of magic, if any. The spell penetrates most barriers, but is blocked by a foot of stone, 1 inch of common metal, a thin sheet of lead, or 3 feet of wood or dirt. And it's a concentration spell that lasts up to 10 minutes.
Okay. As you stand close to what is the class that gives off a magical aura.
Does it give off any school?
That's a good question. Because of the way that's made, it seems
Abjuration,
to be
conjuration,
slightly
divination,
resist-
enchantment.
The way that in which it's constructed, it seems to like resist the spell slightly, but you can tell that it is magical.
So it doesn't show a school of magic. Some objects
you can
don't if
tell
they're like
that-
a mix of schools.
Yeah, it shows like an element of magic within it, but it also seems to be like preventing magic.
I'm trying to remember which school actually prevents magic. I think that's abjuration.
Maybe. I'll have to do
Yeah.
more.
Say
checking
that
on
again.
that. Our wizard.
I got the spell now. You're gonna have to learn it.
Wizard. Hi.
What kind of school of magic prevents magic?
I believe that is abjuration.
Yeah, because abjuration's like barriers and defense and
Yeah.
things like
Yes.
that, right?
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah,
That.
it's a
that
it gives a
up.
slight sense of abjuration.
It's some buff to your buffness where.
And then
the
I'd
ones
also
that
say,
usually I use, like offensive.
Oh, what's the other word? Not evocation, but illusion. No, not illusion.
Yes.
Enchantment?
Like creating, like making
Conjuring.
something.
Conjuration.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's
Abjuration.
giving
Rules
off like
focused on
slight
protective
auras of
spells as well as spells with
abjuration and
cancel or
conjuration.
interference.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. There you go. If that helps in any
Okay.
way.
Yeah, it just tells me kind of like in game world, it essentially just gives Jary this idea of like, oh, this is something to do with like summoning something, but also like containing it. So maybe it's for like summoning magical water beasts or something. All I know is the water is very hot and I don't like what it's doing to my beard. We should go.
You do notice, I'll say this, it looks to be like some steel cording up above the pool. Nothing quite else.
Like
It's like
braided
two cord.
steel cable.
Yeah.
Just hanging above the pool, or does it like on an apparatus
It's like
or something?
it's not horizontally hanging from one wall to the other, because this
Okay.
pool is so large.
Okay. We should find this guy that Briar's looking for, right?
Why are you looking for him? That's
Well,
kind of weird.
yeah.
That you're looking for him. You didn't know that this place has been like deserted for a while, or at least it looks that way.
Well,
Yep.
he lived on the other side of an island where a town is. Takes 2 days to get, 2 to 3 days to get anywhere.
I still think someone would know he was still here. These plants don't look like they've been kept up in months, years even.
Yeah, what's the dust level of like
It's surprisingly clean.
everything?
That's weird.
Let's see if we can find this guy. I wonder if he's even still
Knock,
alive.
knock, knock, knock.
Okay.
Just
Hello?
And begin to make noises. It echoes through the house. There's another wooden door. Not to enter into the rest of the house.
is this one unlocked?
Yes.
Oh,
Just kind of Jary like opens the door and kind of leans in.
hello? Anybody?
Does his voice like echo down the empty
Yeah.
hallways?
It goes, hello.
Oh my god, we're in a Victorian horror movie.
As you open into this room, It has what is a wash sink to the right of you. So a small area to wash your hands. It is full of water. It seems to be kind of stilled. And
I
a
don't like
long
that.
hallway with a bunch of doors.
So the water doesn't, like, nothing looks like it's dirty or has been abandoned, right?
No,
The water is like
it's just the plant life
clean
seems untaken care of.
Is
I
anybody
got a
else getting
question.
like Dr. Jekyll or Dr. Frankenstein vibes right now?
Yeah.
Yes, and that's
What
why
does
I'm
this guy
saying,
have
can
to
I
do
inspect
with
the water up
necromancers?
close? Can Yip inspect the distilled water up close?
Sure.
Do you want
Make
me to
an
roll
investigation check on it.
Merish is turning gray.
Tessa too.
It
Tessa.
as you go to put your finger in it, do you taste it? Like, what do you do to inspect it?
Yips just want to make sure that there's nothing inside of it that's gonna grab it.
You don't see anything inside
That's
of it.
gonna grab.
With at least a 2, you don't see anything.
Yip's immediately gonna take his paw out and shake it like violently because like water is gross and grossness is water.
Okay. Yeah, it doesn't seem like there's anything. There are a few couches within the room. As I finished describing the room, you guys instantly just went to a sink. There's 2 couches, one not on a wall, but to the wall directly to the left of you. There's a couch to the wall. It is leather. Seems to be cracking slightly. It seems old. And then there's another one that kind of acts as another wall to the long hallway. There's a doorway to the right, and there's another hallway to the left.
Is the space like lit or is it dark?
It's dark.
Okay, Jary, I'm gonna drop detect magic, and I'm going to cast dancing lights.
Okay.
And just kind of range out the 4 lights at their 20-foot distances down the hallway, and like so that we have, actually can see beyond those of us that have dark vision.
Okay.
In
It is a
excitement, can
stone
Yip
hallway,
go ahead
dusty.
and do?
Well, not dusty. It's relatively clean. It is a stone hallway with wooden doors. Which hallway are you going to? There's a hallway straight to the straight of you, and then there's a hallway to your left, and then there's a door to your right.
Jerry's, they can only go about 20 feet from each other, and then how far can they get from him? It gets very specific with distance.
How many are there?
There's 4 orbs. 4.
Okay, 4. So with where you are, I'd say that you'd be able to make it almost. You'd be able to see the entire hallway. It is a long hallway with 4.
Yeah, they just have to be within 20 feet of each other.
With 10 doors, 5 on each side. Like within the smaller hallway, and then there are 2 more doors before the hallway on the left, and then there's 4 doors that seem to be it. Passive investigation wise, you guys would think they're closets.
Well, this is multi-story, right? It's like 2 or 3 stories.
No, this is a single story house.
Single story.
I mean,
mansion.
the towers, you can go up and look out. That they have on the side.
Okay, so it's just a really like long and low building. It's not actually as tall. Okay,
Yeah.
that changes how I
flat.
had it visualized. Well, I guess we should start looking for this fellow. I don't hear any. Do we hear anything?
Make a perception check.
I shall also make that.
I am too.
Yeah, it's gonna be a 17.
Yes,
18.
20.
Okay.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
I'll make one for Briar.
Finally, it's about time.
Hi, Lawfully Blind.
Briar hears absolutely nothing. You guys hear a little bit of snoring.
I would like to follow the snoring.
Okay. You hear it coming from the door to your right.
Jerry's gonna go up and he's going to like politely knock on the door. Hello? Hello? Anybody awake?
Nobody answers. And it's very, very low. Like, you just barely hear it. Like, Yip's the one that actually points it out. With her 20.
Is this door unlocked?
Yes.
Man, these people aren't great about security. And he's gonna open the door and like look in. Is it
Alright,
bedroom?
make a dex check.
Ooh.
Or make a dex save.
I got good decks, so I said that. Now I've just jinxed myself. Knock on wood.
Knock on wood.
Fuck. my dice bounced out of my rolling tray. That's a 7 for the save.
As you guys begin to see Jary open up this door, and she's like, and he just goes, "Hello." You see a large, clear form drop down. Everybody roll initiative.
Did you just do what I think you did against a bunch of level 2s?
Excuse me while I scream in agony, but
We had this conversation about, you can skip giving us combat, right?
I know.
I really gotta pee.
You're just not,
That was unmuted. Fuck. I'm
Okay.
sorry.
All right. Let me roll for. Man,
Briar and the cube.
good lord. Okay, so Briar's gonna
Drunk,
go
you
before
need
the
to get
cube.
darker stuff. Your camera doesn't pick that up very well.
All right.
Merish has
So
a
I'm
13.
going to switch this over to the battle map as I will draw out the area that you guys are currently in. Really quick.
Yeah, Jerry got a dirty 20.
Oh, nice. So he'll be going before the cube.
Yep, got a 19.
Okay, give me 1 second as I draw this out. This will be starting out into the other room. This would be where you guys are. Sorry about this. I did not expect you guys to enter in through this way.
You didn't? Which way did you expect us to come in? There was just the one door.
Bust
I
through the
expected
whole
you guys
entire
to go
building.
through the front fucking door.
I thought this was the
That's-
front door. You never told
This
us
is the
much more
back-
detail.
You guys entered in through the back. I said you guys entered in through the back.
Yeah, but we entered through the back because we didn't know that there was another door.
You.
I assumed we'd walked around to the front of the house when we took that path.
Oh, okay. Let me see.
Additional detail helps us make decisions.
I gave you that detail. I don't.
You didn't give it to us at the time, though. If you'd said you guys are approaching the back of the house and there's a door,
Yeah.
then I would have known that. But you didn't say that. You said there's a door.
Whatever.
More detail. You're the one that says you want to practice doing more detail. I'm gonna give you.
Yeah. Then remind me. Kidding. I think I have that room basically sketched out here. No. Okay, so that room, and then I have. Okay, so let me grab my cube.
Hope everybody has their backup characters made.
Yeah, actually, fun fact.
All right, where is
Fun
my?
fact, I have a bard rolled up.
Nice.
I'm gonna make a turtle monk just because if if I really want to go for a broken character.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle.
I
Okay,
have a
So-
half-orc fighter.
Let me turn off my camera while I switch
turn mine
to
off
the
for a
battle
minute.
map. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, Teenage Mutant Ninja
No.
Turtle.
Please don't.
You know what's gonna happen?
copyright
We're all
us.
gonna die. We're gonna get a TPK and go from being a party of mostly casters to mostly like combat-focused people.
And
Tanky
maybe I
fighters.
won't main a wizard.
It'll be terrible because I've already planned so much. All right, so
This is why you should plan less.
well, you know, okay. So you're inside there, and then Briar's probably back here.
We haven't
Okay.
even seen the map yet.
We can't see
I know.
anything, Dono.
All right, so can you guys see that real good?
Yep, and your giant D20.
Yep. What's that? Giant D20 is going to keep track of the rounds. Can you guys see that?
Why? No,
Whatever. Fuck it.
I
Never
don't.
mind.
We don't. Why would we keep track of rounds?
In case you guys decide to choose the things. Okay. So this is
You guys
a
run
big.
away.
This is the sink. This is the couches, closets, and then there's a hallway down this way. But you entered in through right here, and then there's like a hallway over here. But this is basically your area where you're fighting. So where do you guys want to be?
Jary is directly in front of the thing, obviously, since he had just opened the door.
Well, he's in the thing.
I never stepped inside. I said I
What?
opened the door and looked in. I never stepped
Shop.
inside.
Stop. I made you make a dex save. So to get out of the way of the slime. So you would have ended up in it at some point in time. If you want, I can have you on the outskirts of it. So you would technically be grappled with it and able to easier get out of it. If that's how you want to
Well,
play that.
I assumed the dex save was because
So,
it was trying
as
to
you-
engulf me.
As you entered into the door, it would have dropped down, or as you would have seen it. Yeah. So
Yeah, I
If
just
you
figured the
would've
dex
failed.
save was it trying to
Okay.
engulf and pull me in. So
I'm gonna put.
I'm just not in the
Briar
room
right
yet. Is what I
here.
meant.
Okay. Merish, where do you want to be?
I figured I would be right behind Briar, wherever she is.
She's right here.
So
You can
I'd
see
be with
that.
her.
Okay.
Because I've been kind of heel to toe with her the whole time.
Okay. And then, Yip, where do you want to be?
Throw me wherever you want to put.
Okay. I'm gonna put you right back here behind the couch. First.
Okay.
Okay.
That
Now,
makes sense.
I'm just gonna tell you this. Cube's gonna go last. They rolled really, really shitty. Briar's
Woo!
second to last because she rolled 6.
Wait, did you and me trade rolls for this one? Because I've been
Probably.
rolling terrible and you've been rolling good.
I've been rolling absolutely terrible all day.
D&D Beyond hasn't been too bad for me today.
My
So-
Well, good for you.
So 10 to 20 or 20 to 25,
Dirty 20.
15 to 20,
19.
okay? And then 10 to 15.
13.
So I'll go Shop, Yep, Merish, Briar, Cube. All right. Shop, what do you want, or Jary, what do you want to do?
So I'm being engulfed by this thing, right?
Yes.
So I have to make
I would say that you're probably like, you opened up the door and it was there. So you like open the door into the slime.
Okay, so I'm
So you probably have like
needing
your
to
arm
make
and-
a
or arm
save to
into
get
it.
away from it, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Use the strength
that's
save.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is that strength? Maybe it's charisma. Would charisma be doable?
Saving. No, it's definitely not a charisma unless you want to seduce it.
Don't
No.
tempt me.
No, They may not damage like equipment, but gelatinous cubes will damage organic things.
All right. So
That's a 5, so the save is not going to succeed.
nope. You fail. I'm sorry.
So-
good sir.
For my bonus action, I'm gonna point at somebody. Where's a number? There's one. Okay. I'm gonna point at Briar and scream, "Help me!" as Bardic Inspiration. So Briar has a D6 Bardic Inspiration.
Nice. Okay.
And that's Jary's turn.
All right. Next up would be Yip. What
Okay,
is Yip
so
doing
Yip's
on his
gonna
turn?
move. Yip's gonna move, so they're like, is Yip in line with Jary at all? Like, is Jary within the line of a fire?
He is right in the doorway. So he would be like, you guys would probably see just barely the cube because of its size through the doorway.
Okay. So Yip's
Might
gonna
be
try
able to
get-
fire over my head though.
Yeah, so Yip's gonna try to go like very, very close to Jary.
Okay. How much movement does Yip have? 25, right? 1, 2,
Yes.
3, 4, 5. That's about as close as you can get.
Yep. And then seeing the cube and stuff like that, I'm gonna cast Magic Missile.
All right. You cast
Which
that,
means I do cast that.
and it automatically hits because you can see it.
Woo! And that's gonna be 3 damage.
Nice. Okay.
Cause weak ass wizard. And for a bonus action. Oh wait, are we doing bonus? We are doing bonus action cantrips. I keep forgetting. I'm sorry.
No, that's not till level 5.
okay. Making sure. Never
we
mind.
are, but it's not till level 5. So.
Turn done.
Okay. Next up is Merish. What are you doing?
1 square down from Yip and 1 square back from Yip.
So you want to be here?
Yep, right there.
Right here? We got 2,
And-
3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, you can make it there.
And I'm going to cast Guiding Bolt over the top of Jary's head.
Or
Okay.
Jary being fired.
Jary, you're in the splash zone.
Sorry, Jary. So,
It needs to make a dex save, right?
no, spell attack
Oh,
of
it's a spell attack?
17.
You rolled a 17? That definitely hits slime.
Ooh! 18 damage.
Ooh.
Woo!
It did not like that. It kind of jiggles.
And that is radiant damage.
Nice. I don't believe it's susceptible to radiant damage, but yeah, definitely not. Okay. All right. Next up is Briar. She is going to move up and poke it with a stick. She's going to take out a rapier, push the button, and poke it. She misses. I am rolling absolute shit, you guys. That was a 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
I was gonna say she could use that D6 inspiration, but that ain't gonna help.
Well, actually, oh no, she totally could. Because,
Not now. You have to do it before you know if it
oh
hits
yeah,
or not.
that's right.
And it wouldn't have done anything anyways.
And now she can't do much else unless she wants to do a blood maledict, and I don't know if she wants to with it being in such a tight place. Now it's the cube's turn. With it being hit, it's gonna disengage from you and move away.
Oh. I was expecting to be engulfed. I was about to have a bad day.
Do you want to use an attack of opportunity on it?
I suppose I will stab it with a dagger.
Okay.
That's a 14.
14. That'll hit.
Alright. And 7 damage For the
7
dagger
damage?
getting stabbed
Alright.
again into it.
It stabbed it. It was stabbed into it with a dagger, and it did not like that. But it's going away.
Poke it.
It's running away from you guys. And as you hear, you hear what you think is anxiety coming off of it.
That's not very nice to grab people by the arm.
Jary,
I'm
it's your
not
turn.
food.
Yeah, I'm going to step into the room and move just next to that circle if you can.
Okay, this is supposed to be a statue. So
Yeah, so just beside the statue there, so there's room for everybody else to follow. And then I'm going to
here we'll have this elemental stand in as a statue.
I am going to
that.
cast Dissonant Whispers.
Okay.
So I need a Wisdom saving throw from the target.
Does it need to have a certain level of intelligence? I know that
Nope.
there's certain types of spells that require that.
No, it doesn't require understanding. You whisper a discordant melody that only one creature of your choice within range can hear.
It fails.
The range is 60 feet. Yeah,
It
because it's a
rolled an
DC
8.
13. Oh yeah, that failed. Okay, so that's 3d6 psychic damage, and
Okay.
it must immediately use its reaction if available to move as far as its speed allows away from me. It doesn't move into obviously dangerous ground such as fire or a pit, and it's not deafened, so it doesn't automatically succeed the save. So yeah, it's got to run away from me as far as it can. All of the 5 feet I think that they can move in a turn.
Can move up to 15.
Oh, nice. Yeah, it's got to use its reaction to run away from me 15 feet, and it takes 4 points of psychic damage.
Alrighty. It can't move anymore because it's not its turn.
No, it uses its reaction. It uses its reaction to move.
Still moves 5 more feet towards the door. Towards the big door. Okay. It begins to... Seems like it's trying to jiggle the handle.
As far as it can with its movement.
Oh, wait, it uses full reaction to use its movement?
And must immediately use its reaction if available to move as far as its speed allows away from me.
Okay. It's now in the other room.
Just pushes the door open.
It's just moves into the other room.
Yep.
All right. Next up would be Yep, what was your initiative?
19, my guy.
Okay, yeah, it's your turn.
Yip's moving into the room
Okay.
and goes like, okay,
3, 4, 5.
Yeah.
You can see the cube.
okay. Can you move me back one into the right?
Like here?
Other way. Okay, so it's your left. Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm gonna hit it again with a magic missile.
Okay.
I'm gonna pew!
Magic missile.
Magic
Wait, let me just
missile.
hit this.
Pew pew.
And that's a 4.
Nice. You hit it. Easily.
Woo! And that's Yip's turn.
All right. This cube's not looking too good. You guys have done some pretty bad damage to it. And I believe, actually, Merish, before it's your turn, you guys hear a cough and a squeeze as you hear, "What are you doing in my town, in my house?"
There you are. We're looking for you.
You don't see anybody.
I say that out loud.
Oh. You're looking... What? Stop attacking my slime! We've
That's
done nothing
first.
wrong to you.
We tried knocking. No one answered.
Well, I was sleeping in the other room.
Well, what are you, deaf, old man?
I'm
sassy
am
little
not that
bee.
old. I'm in my years, but god damn it. And as you see coming from the door over here, because I don't have a freaking mini of it, it is an older turtle gentleman who has goggles on his head and a cane at his side. And we are out of initiative, if you guys want to be.
I need to draw that.
I actually have a picture. So you can end battle music. Let me see if I actually sent it to myself. Actually, no, I do.
Picturing an older Shifu.
He has a ponytail at the back of his head. He has like a robe or sash pants. Has no like shirt over top of him, but he has a kind of professor's cloak over or coat over his chest, and he says, "I am Professor Garion Core. I study the slimes. And that one over there has done nothing wrong except for cleaning his house. Now explain yourselves."
Me!
Can you just be like?
I almost guarantee you it did not mean to.
Jary holds up his burned arm.
Marilyn is a very nice slime. She was probably just trying to clean the door handle, and you opened the door on her. She has done nothing
Ian's
wrong.
gonna like take his paws, put them together, and kind of like rub his knuckles apart if cats have knuckles, and kind of have like the "I'm sorry" type pose, but like swing side to side, like. Yep.
Jerry's gonna like take a breath and like clean his dagger off, put it back in its sheath, and just like, it seems. He's gonna take another breath and he's gonna just like walk up to the turtle, hold a hand out.
We owe you an apology. There was a misunderstanding. Miss Briar here was sent because apparently you requested help.
Oh, yes.
Who
I
keeps
want to
one of those
deliver.
monstrosities as a pet?
Yep.
That is a good question, but
It
not
seems as
applicable to the
though-
current situation.
It seems as though you came from my back way, so you missed the big one.
Yeah.
Big one.
Well, yes.
Merish's mouth kind of just drops open at the mention of a big one.
Oh shit! I just realized what the steaming vat was.
Oh,
No!
I don't like that. Is it a mimic?
You're evil, Dono.
You are a bad person,
You are a very bad person.
and I love you as
that's
much
where
as
we're
a
gonna
pain
end
of the
tonight.
ass as I am. I love you.
And that, I think, is a good spot to end for the night, with Shop realizing...
We all realize what it is.
Ace.exe not working.
I am ShopGoblin. You can find me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and TikTok, and on Twitch sometimes, but I haven't actually started doing individual streaming yet, under ShopGoblin_. I'm also the host of our interview show, The Long Rest, which can be found on our podcast and on our YouTube channel. The first episode got posted yesterday, where I had a nice interview with iSnap Plastic, and that show will be coming out the second and fourth Fridays of every month.
Check.
Yeah. So check it out, and moving on.
And I am the Drunken Monk, and I played the wonderful Merish, and I am extremely pissed off at the DM as I realize what you've done. You can find me on TikTok, Twitter, Twitch, all those things. I'm not on much because I work a lot, but I will be on more soon. I promise. Love you guys.
Alrighty, and I am Ace, and you can find me on TikTok at Kawaii_or_A_mess. You can also find me on Instagram now at basic_ace_space, and my commissions are still open. So just letting people know.
And I am Donna the Cleric, aka Donna the DM, for this amazing campaign. Thank you all for listening. You can find me on TikTok and Instagram under Dono_the_cleric. Thank you. Have yourself a wonderful day, and remember to love each other and be awesome. Until next time, the adventure continues. Till then, roll for initiative.